Imagine if the whole keyboard was just that note. It would be a bunch of garbage every time you play that thing. It doesn't matter how rhythmic you got. I could do happy birthday, right? It's no good. It's garbage because it's one note. And what we do a lot of times, this is what he's saying. He's saying, hey, man, you can't say, well, I'm not the C note, so I'm not important. I'm not the I, so I must not be important. He says, no, that's garbage. Don't listen to this. He says, no, God created you distinctly with distinct gifts so that you can work in harmony with one another, so you can bless one another. But this is what we've been doing in the church. We get around, and it's actually nuts to me. But I don't know if you've ever noticed this. Have you noticed like Pentecostal churches are always joking on the Baptist churches? You guys ever notice that? Or vice versa? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one making these jokes, okay? But we look at the Baptists, right? And we go like, oh, they don't know how to dance in the Lord, and speaking in tongues is scary to them. And the Baptists are like, you guys are cuckoo. You guys are crazy people. And then we got these evangelistic people who are out doing evangelism. And what do we call them? We say, oh, they're the missions people. And if you pay attention, you'll find a bunch of churches who gather on individual giftings. And so you'll find the Pentecostal church go, man, if you're not speaking in tongues, I don't know if you fit in this group. And that church gets together and it just sounds like this all the time. A bunch of tongue speaking. Hey, listen, how many guys believe that gift of tongues is important? Anyone in here believe that? But no, man, we get that. And then we get the prophets. I love the prophet churches. And the prophet churches, they all want to prophesy all the time. But what they do is they gather up and they just play their one little note in that one little body. And if you're not a prophet, what happens? You feel like you're misplaced. You show up to a church, you don't speak in tongues, what happens? You all of a sudden feel misplaced because they're all saying, no, let's beat the same drum. Let's beat the same notes. The reality of it is just a single note in a church is no good. How many guys love it when Evelyn plays the piano? And this is why it's so beautiful when she plays the piano, because she brings the notes together. Yeah, a C. That's a C chord. No, but for real. I was gonna have her come up here, but she said I should just play my own song. Oh. No, but legit though, you see the difference though? This is what he says. He said, no. He didn't create you guys to be the same. In fact, you should be celebrating. This is how we work in a beautiful harmony. And a lot of us have a problem with the gifts of the Holy Spirit because we keep going to churches and it sounds like clanging cymbals. We go, man, it just seems like the same tune over and over. And what happens? You go to the prophetic church because you go, man, I really need that. But once you're there long enough, you're going, okay, there needs to be something else happen. I'm not getting taught. You show up to a church that speaks in tongues and it's Holy Spirit and they just want to do worship all day and dance in the front. You go, man, that was really good. I needed that in that season. But all of a sudden you're going, I really wish someone would just, I don't know, help me because I need a gift of giving in my life. And all of a sudden we have these one tone, one note churches. And Paul's going, no, this is supposed to be a variety of gifts in the building. It's supposed to be a variety of gifts. He says, in doing so, it's a harmony. He says, God did this on purpose.